Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks' Jeremy Blake has suggested who really killed Ethan Williams in the show's latest episode. This week, Sienna made a dramatic return to the village after being released from prison, with the evidence that linked her to Ethan's death proved false. But there was soon even more suspicion put on her when Dilly and Liberty found a blurry photo taken by Sebastian at the wedding, which showed Ethan being pushed from the balcony. In today's episode, Dilly struggled with what to do with this new evidence. Jez and Liberty agreed that the photo didn't prove anything, but Dilly remained unsure and doubted Sienna's innocence. The family sat down for a meal and Sienna thanked everyone for their support. But it wasn't long before she realized that Dilly believed she was responsible for Ethan's death. Dilly showed Sienna the photo and demanded that she confesses to Ethan's death. The pair erupted into an argument, with Sienna adamant that the hand in the picture wasn't hers. She became frustrated with her whole family, especially when Dilly suggested that Jez was only protecting his daughter because he also thought she was guilty. Feeling betrayed, Sienna kicked everyone out of her house. Leaving Dilly and Liberty tried to make amends with Sienna, but their conversation confirmed that they thought she caused Ethan's death, and Sienna stuck by her decision. Later, Jez overheard Dilly and Liberty talking about the evidence piling up against Sienna, and he suddenly made his excuses and left. Jez was heard talking to someone, saying, "I can't stand by and let my daughter be accused of something so hideous when I know the truth. Shannon didn't push Ethan, you did." Liberty and Jez without anywhere to stay. Luckily, John Paul came to the rescue, as when Jez asked his partner for a favor, he allowed the family to stay with the McQueens while they found a place to live. It was revealed that he was talking to his mom, with Martha appearing distressed and confused as she was informed of her role in Ethan's death. But did Martha really kill Ethan, or is there more to the story? Hollyoaks spoiler. Jeremy names Ethan's murderer in early streaming release. The heart of Hollyoaks Village felt darker than ever. Ethan Williams was dead, his life brutally cut short under mysterious circumstances, and the entire community was spiraling in fear and suspicion. The early streaming release shocked viewers when Jeremy, always underestimated for his sly charm, named the person responsible for Ethan's murder. And it wasn't who anyone expected. A mysterious invitation. The episode opened with a montage of grief and chaos. Villagers gathered at Ethan's memorial, tear-streaked faces, whispered accusations. But Jeremy, lurking in the shadows, seemed curiously unaffected. Then came the bombshell. Jeremy sent cryptic invitations to key members of the village, summoning them to a private gathering at the loft. Nancy Osborne was the first to arrive, followed closely by Sienna Blake, Felix Westwood, and James Nightingale. They exchanged uneasy glances as they took their seats, the tension palpable. "What is this?" Nancy demanded, her voice sharp. "Why are we here, Jeremy?" Jeremy, lounging with a smug grin, swirled a glass of whiskey. "Relax," he said, oozing nonchalance. "I've gathered you all because tonight, we're solving a murder." James rolled his eyes, scoffing. "You're enjoying this far too much." Jeremy leaned forward, the playful glint in his eyes hardening. "Well, James, I do love a bit of drama. But this is about justice. Justice for Ethan. And by the end of the night, you'll know exactly who took his life." Tensions rise. As more villagers arrived, Darren Osborne, Liberty Savage, and Mercedes McQueen among them, the room grew restless. Liberty clutched at her necklace, her face pale. "Are you saying you know who killed Ethan?" Jeremy's smirk deepened. "I'm saying I know exactly who did it, Liberty, and so do you." The crowd erupted in murmurs, accusations flying. Felix crossed his arms, towering over Jeremy. "Stop playing games. If you know something, spit it out." Jeremy chuckled, unfazed by the rising anger. "All in good time, Felix. First, let me take you back to the night it happened. Ethan wasn't just any guy, he was a man with enemies, and one of them wanted him gone. Unraveling the mystery. Jeremy pulled out a sleek tablet, tapping it to display a video on the screen behind him. Footage of Ethan in the loft played, the grainy black and white clip showing him arguing with someone just out of frame. "This," Jeremy said, gesturing dramatically, "is where the story begins. Ethan had found out something big, something dangerous. But the real kicker, he confided in someone he thought he could trust." The room fell silent. Nancy's voice trembled. "Who?" Jeremy's gaze swept the room like a predator sizing up prey. "Ethan told James Nightingale." Gasps echoed through the crowd. James jumped to his feet, his face contorted with rage. "That's a lie." "Oh, is it?" Jeremy drawled, tapping the tablet again. A text message appeared on the screen. "Meet me at the docks. I need to show you something. Signed by Ethan. Sent to James." Nancy stepped forward, her face a mask of disbelief. "James, you knew?" James clenched his jaw, his hands trembling. "Yes, I knew, but I didn't kill him. I was trying to help." Jeremy's smile widened. "Of course you didn't. You didn't have to. Because when you didn't show up, someone else did." The shocking reveal. Jeremy turned to the screen, revealing one final piece of footage. A blurry figure approached Ethan at the docks, a heated exchange quickly escalating. The figure's face was obscured by a hood, but Jeremy paused the video at the crucial moment. "And now," he said, savoring the tension, "let me introduce you to the killer." The video zoomed in, the hood falling back to reveal Felix Westwood. Stunned silence. All eyes turned to Felix, who stood frozen, his face unreadable. "No," Liberty whispered, shaking her head. "That's not possible." Felix finally found his voice, but it was hoarse and broken. "This is a setup. I didn't kill Ethan." Jeremy's voice was soft, almost pitying. "Maybe you didn't mean to, Felix. Maybe it was an accident. But you were there, and you left him to die." Felix took a step back, his fists clenching. "You don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, but I do," Jeremy said, his eyes gleaming. "You see, Felix, you're not as good at covering your tracks as you think. Ethan found out about one of your old crimes, didn't he? And when he threatened to go public, you panicked." Felix's composure cracked. "It wasn't supposed to happen like that," he muttered. The room erupted into chaos, accusations flying, tears streaming. Liberty collapsed into a chair, sobbing, while Mercedes glared at Felix with a mixture of fury and betrayal. A desperate defense. Felix raised his hands, his voice shaking. "I didn't mean to kill him. He was threatening my family. I just wanted to scare him." "But you didn't scare him, did you?" Jeremy said coldly. "You killed him." Felix sank to his knees, the weight of his guilt crushing him. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I didn't know what else to do." Nancy stepped forward, her eyes blazing with fury. "Sorry. You left him to die, Felix. How could you?" The fallout. As the truth settled over the room, the villagers were left shattered. Jeremy, ever the puppet master, watched the chaos with satisfaction. "Well," he said, draining his glass, "that was fun. But I think my work here is done." The camera lingered on the devastation as Felix was led away, handcuffed and broken. Liberty sobbed into Mercedes' arms, and James, pale and shaken, slumped into a chair, defeated. But Jeremy wasn't finished. As he walked toward the exit, he paused, turning back with a sly grin. "Oh, and by the way, this isn't over." The screen faded to black, leaving viewers breathless, reeling from the twists and desperate for the next chapter. Hollyoaks had delivered yet another shocking, unforgettable revelation, and the fallout was only just beginning. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.